Hey everybody, it's PartyElite. Welcome back to more turn-based tactical action and Menace, where we're continuing the mission with the B team. That last mission really was something. We find ourselves in a very rough spot. Over half of our squad leaders are currently down for the count, injured and just waiting in the med bay, while the remainder really have to pull their weight to make sure we can keep this mission going. The entire mission, I'll be honest with you, is in jeopardy right now. Every threat on the map will have escalated their threat levels, and so going in with just 4 squad leaders, some of whom aren't really the best of the best, again, this is just the B team, really puts us in a rough spot. And honestly, I'm not going to lie, I am very shaken. That previous mission did such an excellent job of just screwing with us. And in a way, I'm really glad I actually forgot that people who get downed in that mission don't end up KIA, because it really raised the stakes for me. I was making decisions based on exactly what the game was telling me at the time, and some of those decisions cost us dearly, right? Carta is injured only because of that. She stayed behind and I think played, in character. She wouldn't leave those guys behind. She would do her best. And it cost her, right? She got gunned down. She lost all those squaddies and dropped herself as well. But again, if I'd remembered, oh yeah, these guys aren't actually going to end up KIA, I would have evacuated 1 turn earlier and she would have been fine. But I like that we paid that price. It feels more real to me, because ultimately we only left when we had to. And there's something about that I really quite like. And it's put us in this situation, which, we'll see how we crawl out of it. Now, I have been thinking about potentially hiring some additional squad leaders to make up for our current, circumstances. And we do have some good squad leaders dossiers available. However, our authority isn't that great right now. And I know it's fine, but the thing is, in the past, every time I've sort of diminished the importance of discipline, it's come to bite me in the butt, right? And I'm just a little worried, again, given the state of everything, I'm just a little worried about people wavering and breaking and things like that. So I'm actually going to take, I'm basically choosing between risks here, right? And I'm going to take the risk that I'm a bit more comfortable with, which is keeping authority higher, working with the people I'm already familiar with, and seeing what we can pull off. And hopefully we can pull off a lot. Now, as we dive into the system map and prepare for our upcoming operation, I just want to mention really quickly, folks, that I am recording this episode still back to back with some of the previous episodes. And in fact, this episode and the next episode will be the last in this sort of marathon recording session that I've been doing, because I wanted to make sure that as I'm out of town, the series didn't come to a stop for a week or so. I hope you all don't mind. That does mean that if you've left any comments in the comment section of the previous video, I haven't read them yet. So if you've left me some advice, some suggestions, some, hopes and dreams, I won't be able to engage with them just yet. But don't worry, because I am still reading all of the comments and I am taking notes. And when I return in a couple episodes time, I'll be able to catch up with all the suggestions and stuff that I've been receiving. So I just wanted to give you that heads up, because I imagine in particular with the previous episode, there might be some thoughts that you'll have shared, and you might be wondering why I'm not responding to any of that. If I just didn't remind you really quickly, I am still out of town. But don't worry, that's just this episode and the next episode, and then we'll be back to kind of the regular approach that I like to take. With that said, folks, I think I already explained what I want to do next over here and why. I'll quickly reiterate. I think we're going to go ahead and face off against the bugs here. Just a good old-fashioned bug hunt, 4 missions. Hopefully, the first 2 are easy enough to accomplish with just a handful of squad leaders. And then we can wrap this up real quick and turn our attention back to the constructs. I think part of me is thinking we should dive right in against the menace immediately. They're clearly an imminent danger. They're clearly an existential threat, really. But at the same time, I feel like our squad leaders are quite shaken. And I feel like they need a bit of, not R&R, because a bug hunt isn't R&R, but they need something to build up their confidence again. Let's do something that's nice and easy, clean and simple, and then we'll face this menace immediately afterwards. I think that's the right call. So, with that said, let's go ahead and take a look at this operation. I and my benefactors are most impressed with all your success, Marine. Please apply your sexy green men to what ails us here on dice. Now is not the time, Frankie. Now is not the time. Damn. No chill on her. Alright, what do we got over here? Clear landing zone or reclaim settlement. Okay. Collect samples. Oh, that's going to be rough. That's going to be rough. And I'll explain why when we get to it, but that's going to be rough. And then, after these missions are done, we have access to our full contingent, so then I'm less worried. We can protect settlement, we can smoke out nests, it's fine, and we can hunt the Hive Queen. All good. Now, here's the thing. Not only is this mission just going to be a bit challenging, fact of the matter is that now that we've reached this next phase of the game, the aliens in general are going to be a bit more challenging. There's going to be more of them. They're going to be fielding, I think, higher tier units as well, if they have any available beyond what we've already seen before. But then on top of that, the recent patch, well, I say recent, I guess it was a week ago now, that added a bit more challenge when you face off against the aliens. Like the Hive Queen can now spawn as a unit, for example, on the battlefield. So it's gonna be rough. That's the word of the day, rough. But we'll make it work. We'll make it work. So let's figure this out. What do we want to do first? I think we start with clear landing zone over here. It's a mission type where we're in control. We have to sweep the area and clear out 70% of all aliens. It's worth noting that now that the Menace have been revealed, they will show up in other missions as well. So we will potentially face off against Menace units on this battlefield too. There'll be less, there'll be less of them than a mission against the Menace, of course, but they will still be around, and that's something for us to keep in mind and keep an eye out for as well. Now, we have plenty of intelligence, so we should be able to spot them on the map, but sometimes they'll be in our way, right? Nonetheless, sweep the area and clear out 70% of all aliens. This always is a relatively simple kind of mission to do, and in fact, I'm probably just doing this by default, because reclaim settlement, again, hold on to a zone for however many rounds it takes. 3 skull difficulty, it just doesn't sit right with me right now. 2 skull difficulty will be hard enough as it is, so we're going to go with that. Ultimately, then we have to collect samples, and then it's a choice between what? Protect settlement and smoke out nests, right? Again, depending on our circumstances, we might go with a 2 skull difficulty mission. It's a tough one, because it's one of those hold this area for 8 rounds, right? And the enemy comes infinitely at you. You know what? Let's not even look up here. Let's not even try and dissect this situation until we know where we end up at the end of this one. Clearing the landing zone gives us what? Plus 10% promotion points for the rest of this operation? That's not bad. Let me just check what reclaim settlements would give us. Reduce infantry unit supply cost by 15% for this operation. Ooh. That's not bad, actually. That's not bad. But if we're going in with just 4 squad leaders, yeah, I can't. Let's clear the landing zone. But before we dive into this, I think we visit the black market real quick, because there is something I would very much like to buy. I'm going to hold off on picking up the captured heavy tank. It is very specific in its armaments and stuff like that. I will get it, I think, at one point, but I'm not in a rush to pick this up, again, given our current circumstances. We'll get it during this operation, though. What I am in a rush to pick up is this medium walker. I've wanted this thing since the beginning of this campaign. It's finally showed up. Yes, it costs 1,000, but we've got plenty of junk in the trunk. So gonna pick that thing up for sure. I think nothing could have stopped me from doing this, by the way. So if I've missed comments saying, no, don't do it, party, doesn't matter. Would have done it anyway. But here's where things get interesting. Adaptive camouflage net for vehicles increases concealment by 4. Now, most vehicles have negative concealment, right? So this basically just, I wouldn't say it makes them sneaky, but it does make them, I guess it makes them a bit sneakier. Something to think about. I'm not rushing to pick this up, but it is something to think about. And then otherwise, like I said, I would like to pick up the captured heavy tank eventually. There are these night vision goggles as well. This could be extremely beneficial for some of our units in particular, but I need to really start paying attention to when I'm diving into a nighttime battlefield if I'm going to use this, right? And here's the thing. I'm really wondering if I pick up this disposable rocket flamethrower just for what's ahead of us. Because if I get Tech out there, he can use one of these for 30 action points, So even though he's injured right now, he can effectively use this thing for a single shot, though. Is that really worth it? He uses one of these, 2 sets of frag grenades, and then he has his minigun for everything else. I mean, geez, maybe. We have frag grenades, right? We do. Dang, alright, let's pick this up as well, then. Very situational purchase, but I think it'll be valuable against the bugs in particular, and it's pretty cheap, all things considered. I don't think there's anything else that I'm in a rush to pick up. We're getting our missing vehicle, right, because we lost one in the previous mission. I could, if I wanted to, pick up another light troop carrier, but not in a rush to do that. We'll do that maybe later in this operation. That sounds good to me. All right, so with all that figured out, what are we actually giving up to grab these things? And when's the last time I even looked at the CMG50, right? So let's go ahead and dump those. Dump the MK28-3 as well. It's funny, I feel like I have a bunch of junk, but now that it's time to actually give some up, it's like, well, you know, I could potentially use 5 light walkers. You never know when you need 5 of them. Let's go ahead and get rid of, I think, the machine gun. Yeah, let's go ahead, get rid of you. Let's get rid of some of you. Gonna keep a pair. Let's go ahead and get rid of one of you. Again, gonna keep a pair. We're gonna hold on to the laser lance, I think. We're going to... God, we got a long way to go, eh? Alright, time to dump some of this heavy armor, maybe. Like, do I need 9 of these? No, I don't think so. Do I need 6 of these? Definitely not. We're never using scavenger suits again, basically, right? Let's dump that. May as well dump this. No reason to hold on to it just quite yet, right? Let's get rid of you. And... dump a couple of these. This is really high-end armor, though. We've used the soft armor every once in a while still when we find ourselves in a tight spot when it comes to supply. I guess I could get rid of some ammo bags. We don't need that many. Right, because this Pike is still carrying his set of 3, if I'm not mistaken. Need another 40. Sure, let's get rid of some of these AT grenades, I think. That does it. I wonder... You know, I wonder... Oh, let's hold on to this, because it's such high-end armor. Let's hold on to that, and let's get rid of one more light walker. And I know I'm a little over. Is there anything I can do about that? Nothing I can trade for just... Oh, there is. Okay, so let's go ahead and hold on to... I mean, what, some soft armor, I guess, or... Yeah, like I said, this has come up every once in a while when we need to be careful about our supply situation, so sure. Let's save some of that and get rid of one of these magazine pouches. And hopefully this is hopefully I've made the right calls here. I guess only one way to find out, right? In due time. Let's go ahead and make this trade. And then, let's go in for mission prep. Holy... Well, hey, it is a nighttime mission. Noticed it for once, I guess. I mean, do I pick up the night vision goggles then? Throw them on Wetteroth, right? Might not be a bad idea. Again, especially given the mission. But then we'll have to drop something is the thing. I guess we don't need the target designator because we're not using an ATGM against bugs. So, alright, you know what? Sure. Back to the black market we go. 160. Hopefully I can pull that together relatively easily. We'll drop one of these RPG-2s. We don't need that many of them. I probably could have traded one previously as well, to be perfectly honest. And let's go ahead and get rid of... Honestly, kind of tempted to get rid of the motion scanner. I've never taken it, but let's get rid of this AT grenade instead. That feels pretty good. We're going to face off against... Well, the Menace next and the Rogue Army shortly afterwards, and that'll allow me to get some of this stuff back relatively easily, right? Watch, by the way, at the end of this operation, we get a medium mech, a medium walker available to us as a reward. That's my luck, right? That's just my luck. But anyway, back to mission prep. And where'd you go, buddy? Wetteroth, before I forget, let's swap this target designator out for the night vision goggles. Negate nighttime penalties. Add you to the mission. Get you topped up in terms of squaddies. And can I actually put a suppressed weapon on you? Well, Carta is staying back, right? Not taking Carta with us, so let's go ahead and get that on here. The low ammo count worries me, actually. Like the low use count. Screw it, stay loud. Going with the K-Pack. That'll be valuable enough. Lim, you're obviously coming in. Maxed out. What equipment to bring, though? Does the PPP high cap make sense against bugs? It's been so long since we fought the bugs. I'm a little uncertain. I wonder if we take the heavy SMG. Slightly higher range, higher hit point damage, higher armor damage, same armor pen, or suppression. I mean, the suppression doesn't make a difference, right? But if I take the heavy SMG, that sounds silly. I think we should go in with like the crowbar or something. Let's take the crowbar off tech, and let's give it to Lim. And then tech, even with your injury, buddy, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to go in here. You're gonna have to go in here with that. And I don't think we need extra ammo for the minigun, but feels like not a bad idea, I guess. Oh, right, I was thinking frags, right? Reduced accuracy with the injury, though. So that's a little worrying. That's a little worrying. I guess I could give him the anti-tank Skybot. Puts it out there. Uses it to take out some threat or the other from a greater distance. Sure, let's try it. Yeah, let's try it. Okay. Bog, you're obviously going in. But I wonder... Rio with the tank gun? I gotta think about the you know, what we're facing off against. I guess the tank gun would be good against any hive queens and bombardiers and blaster bugs and things like that. So sure, let's stick with it. And let's get the VMAT missile in here as well. Bog with the laser lance and the grenade launcher. I think that sounds good to me. Laser lance against armor, grenade launcher against infantry, you know, equivalent, I guess. Esconde then in the medium walker, coming in, I think, with a pair of autocannons. Now, adding him to the mission will take us a bit over supply, so we'll make some adjustments over here. I guess, like, Wetteroth could reduce the number of squaddies he's going in with, perhaps. Now, Esconde is the only injured... No, actually, Tech and Esconde are the two injured ones we're taking with us. How do we do this? In with the RPG... I could, you know, let's drop the mines, and let's drop the VMAT. Feels like a rougher choice to bring in two autocannons with reduced accuracy of 46. But then let's drop a couple squaddies off of Wetteroth. Trying to figure out if I can bring in... Okay, you know what? Actually, let's get rid of this, Wetteroth. If I bring you... Because I wouldn't mind bringing in the VMAT, you know? Just in case we find ourselves in a situation, let's call it. Sure, I think that should work. I think that should do the trick. Question is autocannon or auto laser? Better armor pen on the auto laser. Better hit point damage and armor damage on the auto cannon. Rate of fire is slightly higher on the auto laser. That gives us a slightly higher chance to actually score a hit. You know what? Well, let's stick with the auto cannons. Sure. Let's try it. Let's try it. So again, taking a couple of our injured squad leaders because I feel like we have to. But we're obviously, you know... Oh, this shouldn't be a problem, should it? I cannot remember the action point cost. If it is, we'll just be trampling. We'll just be trampling. But yeah, we are taking, you know, obviously people who are going to be moving a lot more slowly, falling behind. But the good thing is that we don't have to return to anywhere. We don't have to get to an evac zone. We just have to slowly move as a bit of a death ball, pick our track correctly, and just eliminate the enemy, move. Eliminate the enemy, move. Stay close together. Keep aggro off of our injured squad leaders. And hopefully do all right. Yeah, we got this. Now, I did just notice that we've got some constructs on the battlefield, as I mentioned, right? Oh, actually, we've got 3 constructs on the battlefield. Up north over here. Any to the south? No. So, I think you know what that means. That means that we're going to push down this way. Can we get into some better armor? No. And it's probably not necessary. Okay. Limb down over here. What do we got? Some stingers, a warrior, spiderling. Okay. Wetaroth. Post you up here so you can hit this and this, I suppose. Warriors have to close the gap before they can attack, right? Let's keep a distance from this. Let's pick these 2 off right away to kick things off. And then see what comes closer to us. Bog. What do we got down over here? Blaster Bug, Bombardier, Hive Queen. Jeez. A lot of Blaster Bugs down there, okay. I mean, yeah, sure, we gotta face off against them, right? So sure, Bog down there. Riwa. Maybe down here. What's the range on this thing again? 11. So if Wetaroth spots it, Riwa can shoot it. Okay. Tech. Up over here. Keep these things at bay, I suppose. Hopefully the constructs don't come down this way. But provide a bit of support for Wetaroth against whatever comes up this way. And then Exconde, also horribly injured, down over here. And let's see how that plays out. The hope again is to clean this up, and then we'll kind of rotate counterclockwise. Yeah. Keep our distance from these constructs. Come around this way. Okay, fair enough. Hopefully this plan is sound. Hopefully I've not misremembered the action point costs ahead of us. And hopefully we'll be alright. Yeah. Well, maybe we don't need the camo kit. Maybe we need the ammo bag instead. A few more shots of the RPG I think will go a long way. It's nighttime, we got the Jaeger fatigues, we'll be hitting enough. I hope. Folks, keep your fingers crossed. To the battlefield we go.
SRU, Citra, pausing rest and recuperation.
I'm very nervous. I'm very nervous. That's actually, I think, the longest we've spent in mission prep and stuff. But for good reason, I would say. Hey, look at that night vision kicking in. So yeah, night vision. I can see in the dark, negating nighttime penalties. Nighttime. Reduces vision range by 2, detection by 25%, and accuracy by 20%. So yeah, getting that on Wetaroth I think was the right call. Now I gotta check. Yeah, okay, good. It is the same. Okay. I remembered my costs correctly. You might notice there's just the one weapon despite us having put on 2. For those of you unfamiliar with the game mechanics, brace yourselves. Alright. Kick things off by... Wow, we can see really far. Let's gun these guys down first, right? Because they can fire at tech. So let's open fire over here. Wavering's not good enough. Cool. Because, you know, they would have gone first and tech would have been in trouble right off the bat.
Like how you work.
Oh, are you fighting the constructs? Great. Keep it up. We gotta kill 21 aliens. 21. Alright, it's not gonna be easy. Lim? In with the crowbar. Hit these guys up, take a knee, I suppose, for the increased accuracy. Or do we start with Bog? Medium accuracy. Nighttime, man. It's rough. Yeah, let's start with Bog, I think. Accuracy barely goes above like 50-ish% over here, right? So it's gonna be rough, regardless. I guess I could move up a tile, but then I'd only be able to shoot once. That's not good. I'd rather shoot twice with a lower accuracy. Go for it. Hope for the best. Nice. Nice. Scratch one. Well, okay. Not doing that again. That was a waste. Not doing that again. This is going to slow us down a fair bit, isn't it? As we watch them go against each other. Lim, sure. With the crowbar, I think open fire over here. Maybe take a knee first. Still medium accuracy. Good enough to get them fleeing. They might break, so let's turn our attention up here, I think. Yep. Oh, that was not great. That was really not great. Okay.
What?
I feel like we gotta move, you know? I feel like we gotta move. Presuming these guys are going to draw some aggro because they're visible for the rest of this entire round. If I get into a decent position right now and take a knee, I might have a bit of luck, I suppose. And then Wetteroth can go down and spot some more enemies for me from up over here to potentially hit as they come closer. So, sure. Let's head down to here. God, I love how the lighting and stuff looks on the in the snow at night. Yeah, take a knee over here, buddy. And get ready to open fire. Please, for the love of God, break. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Tech. I'm waiting for some of these guys to come a little bit closer is the thing. I could deploy the War Dog. But no.
What?
Let's get... Riwa down in here. I mean, we know there's some serious threats down here, right? I believe we saw there was a blaster bug, there's a hive queen, like, there's some serious threats down there. And we're visible. Damn it. Okay, face this way. And hope for the best. Oh, they're gonna push up against the constructs, it looks like.
About time, man.
I don't love that. I don't love that. Okay. What can we do? Let's go ahead and hit these guys with a minigun. Try and shut this nonsense down.
We're good. We're good.
Soften them up at least, right? And push down. Wetteroth will have to finish him off. Oh, hello. Little hive queen up here. Already a bit hurt, it looks like. There's some options up there, but first, Wetteroth. Point blank range. Medium accuracy. We fire up over here. Good accuracy. Let's go. Yeah, I was hoping we'd get these guys fleeing. Because then I can turn Wetteroth's attention up over here, potentially. Or I can shift him down to help spot something. RPG up here, I think. Yeah. If we can help the constructs defeat the bugs, enemy of my enemy, right? Limb with the crowbar? No, I don't think these guys are going to break is the thing. I wonder if I shoot and then... I feel like we deploy the war dog and try and hit the queen. Can't remember the ranges or anything. It's been so long since I've used one of these. Let's pop up to here, out of enemy ranges, hopefully. And out of our own range as well. Well, ideally this thing will move a little bit closer, and then I can smack it. Yeah, I got a little ways to go. Okay. Use the minigun, soften these guys up. Still not enough to get them to break. I don't think, at least. Did the alien count go up here? Oh, wow. Alright. I don't like how much damage that did, because it means it can do it to me, too. Limb. I mean, how many rounds are we going to fire at these things to soften them up? I don't think they're going to break, though. There we go. Got berserk, at least. Shouldn't have stood up. Actually, I guess I needed to. Step up to here. Because we know there are softer targets up here, so we may as well. Sure. Not amazing, but I'll take it. This thing's gonna slide on down. And hopefully I can hit it next round, actually. But it looks like that construct that was up there has been defeated then. Fair enough. Esconde, are you staying put? Bog. Laser lance up here. Well, if we've deployed this specifically for the queen, let's use the laser lance up here. How can you miss, buddy? Come on. He's gonna pull back now. I'm not trying to finish this within 10 rounds, by the way. In case you couldn't tell.
What?
Riwa, a little bit further down. Can't see anything. Still hidden, though. And still. Wow, her vision range is nothing. That's about as comfortable as I feel, I think. Someone's dying. Unfortunately, this is just too far away, so Esconde, you might just stay put, actually. Or, you know what? Stand. We've committed enough. Pull you down to here. And then deploy. Oh, there's still something up there. We just drew the Hive Queen's attention. Oh yeah, I'm also not trying to kill the Bombardier secondary objective. I'm good. I'm just trying to get in and get out, man. I'm just trying to get in and get out. Alright, tech. Go ahead and hit this thing. Hopefully do decent damage to finish it off. Moment of truth. Yeah, that's a yes. Good stuff. Good stuff. And then let's roll down this way. Tech, even in his injured state, again, he is eager, right? So even in his injured state, getting some work done. Now, Wedderoth's going to come down south now, help Riwa spot, who has actually been spotted herself. Let's pull down to here so we can shoot if there's someone to shoot at. No? Keep rolling. There we go. You guys have to close the gap before before they can attack us, which is good. Just distant fighting. I'm glad it's distant. Just too far from the autocannon. Okay. I'm not sure if they can close the gap and hit. The tank gun accuracy peaks at a bit of a distance, so I say we start with that. Medium accuracy only. Can I roll back a bit? I can. And I'd still be able to hit. Yeah, we roll back one step. Good accuracy. That was the right call. Come on. Nice.
Kill them all.
It's so satisfying. The sound, the lighting, everything is so satisfying about firing this thing. We gotta be careful though, we only have so many rounds, right? So we gotta be careful. Esconde, I think you are in fact gonna come down. Yep, stand you up. Bring you down to here. Go ahead and take a knee. Limb. Push you down this way, I suppose. Sure. Now you're going to come closer. Not able to attack. In laser lance range, though. Medium accuracy. Well, let's get a little bit closer. And take a chance. Come on, buddy. Hit something for me. Oh, would you look at that? Nicely done. Nicely done. Alright, good stuff. A couple more threats showing up. Doing alright, doing alright. Just too far away from the autocannons there. Surely I can't stand, move, and shoot. What about the long barrel tank gun? That can hit. Medium accuracy at this range. Laser lance got to cool off. We are all hidden, so they're probably heading towards those constructs. Alright. Let's start with this because we know we can hit, right? Before they get out of range or pull back or something like that. So let's go ahead and open fire here. Hope for the best.
Hold still.
You can't miss like that, Rewa. Come on. Roll up this way. This thing's going to come a little bit closer. Great. Excellent. Let's see what these autocannons can do, I think. Low accuracy, no armor pen, but yeah, we brought them out here for a reason, right? Yeah, soften up the armor. Works for me. Again, if I'd done the double auto laser instead, twin link the auto lasers instead, might have worked a bit better for me, but take what I can get. Then with a grenade launcher. Medium accuracy, no armor pen. Limb, open fire potentially. Still no armor pen? That can't be right. But I do think we open fire. Take a knee, shoot twice. I'm hoping to save Wetteroth for something else. Anything else, really. That's really not good. I need better than that. Jesus. Oh, that's a little scary. Alright, Wetteroth, we start with you. RPG down here. That's one. That's two. Good. Needed that. Oh, that's a lot of them. Yeah, for real. It's okay. I got the minigun. That could, in theory, hit them both. I do also have the fiery rocket here, and I don't know if I'll get a better chance to use it than this. No armor pen though, and these guys are both decently armored. God damn. Okay, let's go with the minigun. I was hoping for more, you know, smaller aliens to hit with the The thermobaric rocket. Let's go with the minigun. And sure. See what this can do for us. Nothing apparently. Damn, that's bad. Grenade launcher. And down here. Really? That bad? I know it's nighttime and all that, but that bad? Trying to increase my distance over here. Constructs have been taken care of, unfortunately, so it's all us now. Alright, RPG up here. Let's go. Good accuracy only. I'll take it. I need to. That's pretty good. I say we finish these guys off. These guys might need to go just a little too far such that they can't attack. These guys might be able to hit Bog. Nice. Here they come. And... I was right. Okay. Good stuff, good stuff. Limb, surely, from this distance. Low accuracy. We're too close now. Great. Minigun? With a double autocannon. Have we punched through the armor here at all, or no? Can't tell. There we go. Yeah, we have. Alright, let's see what this does for us. Killed one. I'll take it.
They are mine.
Tech, sure, with the minigun. Or I guess we could chuck a couple grenades.
I can't hear shit today.
Let's go with the minigun. Did a bit of damage at least. That's not great, man. Crowbar up here. Yep. Another one. Nice, they might actually break. That's you done, buddy.
What?
Riwa. From that distance, are you going to cause more trouble to this thing than all these guys from point blank? Is that what's going to happen right now? Or Bog. You get up to here and hit this thing with a laser lance. For the love of God. We'd only kill one. So in theory, the grenade launcher would potentially do more, but hasn't been doing so, so sure. Laser lance it is. Please. Nice. Got them wavering. Got them fleeing. Okay, good. They might break. Not a guarantee, but I'll take it. Please, for the love of God, break. Please break.
Okay.
Damn it.
Okay.
In range. Medium accuracy. Come on.
Come on, man.
For real. We're only halfway there. This thing's fleeing, right? Yep. Autocannon down here. Poor accuracy. Good enough. Good enough. He's gonna come closer. That's what I was hoping for. Pray and pray. Even a bit of damage can turn this from wavering to a break, right? So, or we can kill it. Great. Push down this way. Let's go. Guys are gonna come closer. Limb. Open fire over here first. Pretty good. Pretty good. Turn our attention up here. There we go. Got them fleeing. I only have 2 salvos left. Are you kidding me? I needed more magazine pouches. I'll stand you up. Move you down to here. Wetteroth. Let's hope these guys break. We're gonna move a couple steps down.
Got some wildlife here.
Oh, hello. We're gonna open fire over here. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. This thing's gonna come closer. This is what Reba should have been firing at. If I'd known it was there. Shoot and pull back. Can do. What's our accuracy look like? Medium on the high end. I think that's about the sweet spot. Alright. Open fire. Thank God. I needed that so bad. Pull back though.
Fresh prey.
I don't mind this. I don't mind this. Grenade launcher down here. Please, for the love of God, Bog, please. I need you to land this. Okay, I gotta stop trying that. What am I doing? I should have vented instead. Okay, let's roll up. That's you done. These guys are gonna break. Yes, nice.
Blasting targets.
Blasters, 2 blasters. Great. Okay, can you hit me? Yes, you can. And you can as well. That's okay. Because Reba can shoot and pull back. Good accuracy. Full armor pen. I need this to land. Wow. I mean, granted, I need every shot to land, but some more than others, right? Pull back. Wet Roth's giving us eyes, which is great. Took some damage to the armor there, it looks like. Autocannon, can you? Oh, hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's amazing. Even with the injury. And that's why I brought this. And why I bought this. Gonna cower a little bit. That's okay. Understandable. Understandable. Limb. Oh, this thing's got cover, doesn't it? Yeah. I could wait for it to kind of creep out, I guess. I'll roll down to here. Let's try this. Let's roll up to here. Hit this thing with a laser lance. Nice. Good stuff, Bog. Yep. Gonna expose themselves. No surprise. Basically point blank range here for everybody. Which isn't necessarily good for Limb, right? We know point blank isn't good for Limb. But let's try this first. Hurt their armor a little bit, but nothing too special. Let's pull away from this thing. Break for me. Yep. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Limb. Can you? Poor accuracy from this close. Wonder about pulling back and opening fire. Because again, these guys can take a bit of damage from their claws. People, not so much. Come on. Come on. Nothing? Alright. Maybe I should have taken a knee. You're gonna break for me? Yep. 3 more to kill. Okay, alright. Wadaroth? Didn't realize you still have to go. Comes the RPG. No. Are you kidding me? Don't blame the wind. That was all you. This needs to land, buddy. There we go. I'm very glad I brought the extra RPGs. Worked out nicely for us. Now this thing can both see and hit. Only because this thing's alive. So finishing this off is a priority, I would say. Question is with what? Too close for the autocannon. Crowbar was doing nothing. Like 2 rounds, the 2 salvos of the K-Pack, maybe? Or actually, you know what? Why don't we just eliminate this thing? Well, I know why. Because then this thing can still hurt us. And this is the beginning of the operation, so vehicle damage carries over. Lim, you gotta make these salvos count, man. You gotta make them count. Let's go ahead and take a knee. Fire twice. I forgot we were out of ammo. Damn it. Okay. You know what? That's fine. I'm glad Wetteroth didn't shoot at this thing. Because I'm pretty sure he can take this thing out. It's critical that he does. Pretty good first salvo. How's our second gonna look? Not as good as I'd hoped. Oh no. This thing snuck up on me. I swear to God. Can I hit you? I can't see exactly where you are. Down here, maybe? Wish I could see better. Alright, let's start with this. Can't vent and shoot. VMAT's got reach. A bit of a waste, I'll be honest. It is a bit of a waste. But, I mean, you can see how much damage just one can do in a single... in a single shot. Medium accuracy only. Come on, man. Land it. Nice. Yeah, overkill, but again, necessary, I think. Roll up this way. Hoo-hoo! Scary. Very scary. Tech. Minigun. Got this fleeing. All I wanted. Flee down this way, I suppose. Good stuff. Because Rewa gonna open fire down here. And miss. Apparently. He's turned to face it. Don't love that. And Exconde. Jeez, what do we do? Do we guess? I say we guess. I don't know. Okay. Trying to figure out priorities here. And getting Lim out of here is the #1 priority. Yeah, I'll stand you up. Pull you down to there. He's got no ammo or anything. Nice and hidden. This thing's gonna shoot. And miss. Excellent. And it's gonna come closer. Wetteroth. Come up to here, buddy. There we go. Hey, you know what? I think we actually did some damage with the autocannons. But let's go ahead and open fire up here. Nice. This thing's gonna be able to shoot and miss. Beauty. Bit of damage to the armor. That's okay. Exconde, can we actually get the secondary objective? I mean, only one way to find out. So close. Oh, we're so close. Gonna break. Tech. Take a step up. And unleash. It's so close to dead.
What?
That thing broke.
I feel rested and recuperated.
Beauty. Also, interesting, she should say that. Didn't I talk about rest and recuperation? Wasn't that what I was saying? I may as well get the secondary objective, right? Or try to, at least. We're gonna roll up to here. Laser lance? Come on. Seriously?
Got some wildlife.
Okay.
Rewa? Please? Wow. Are you for real right now? Let's pull back a little bit. You know what? Maybe Wetteroth. No. Far away. Minigun? Sure, let's start with that. Come on, man. Taking too many chances for this one secondary objective. Autocannon? There you go. There you go. Okay. Completed within 10 rounds. Got the Bombardier. Didn't pick up the lost cargo, but that's okay. Everything else is done. Jeez, that thing was resilient. It was behind cover, I guess, slightly. Oh, jeez. You know what? That's okay, though. All things considered, this mission went quite well. We stuck together, stayed in our little death ball. Reba performed phenomenally well. Wetteroth spotting. I'm glad we got the night vision goggles. That was huge. The night vision goggles were huge. Without that, we would have been in a lot more trouble. These blaster bugs and the queen would have, I think, ambushed us, and we would have been in a lot more trouble. Oh, man. Good stuff overall. Pick these guys off, right? Use the drone to good effect as well for that one queen up there, right? So that was good. Didn't get to use the thermobaric rocket, but I still think it'll come in handy in a future mission. I still think so. All right, feels good. And it was kind of cool to see Excande be so effective, even in his injured state. Now, here's the thing. Maybe I should actually like make sure he's surrounded by infantry, right? Just completely surrounded to really take advantage of Shepard that much more. Negate that accuracy debuff and do well with the twin-linked autocannons. But the thing is, on the other side, is that slows everybody down that much more, right? Stuff to think about. But overall, pretty pleased with how this mission went, all things considered. Just one more in our kind of broken state, and we'll be up and running. Yeah. Let's give this button a go. That was my debrief. Let's take a look at the official one. Just the lost cargo left behind. I'm fine with that. We picked up some bioprocessors as well from the constructs that were on the battlefield, I suppose. Got ourselves 30 promotion points. That's looking good. And this was what again? Oh, extra promotion points, right. Yeah, sure. Good stuff. Decent bit of junk. What's the damage like? Everyone's been rescued. Tech and Excande, one more mission of injured status, but even in that state, I mean, Tech got 2 kills, right? An alien warrior, well, 2 sets of alien warriors. Hang on a second, the queen was his kill. I understand it was the drone technically, but he was controlling the drone. The queen was his kill, so that's a little unfair. He did more than just that, but it's good stuff. Okay. You know what? Alright. That's a little reassuring. That's a little reassuring as we go in to collect samples. That's going to be... Folks, I mean, here, let's just take a sneak peek. Yeah. Goddamn. This is no joke. One there, one there, one there, evac. So we have to go all around the map. I think we're going to post up here, push up, take a left, and hope to God are there some constructs on here? Scanning. Oh yeah, there's some constructs over here, some constructs over here, some over here. Okay, so if I'm lucky, as I go up this way, they'll be distracted by all these constructs, and I'll have a relatively free path. But who knows? Who knows? Who knows? One thing is, I know is that Lim needs to be carrying more ammo. I'm going to make that change right now before I forget. We could have carried more in this mission as well and stayed in the right spot for supply, but it is what it is. That's fine. Lots of stuff to consider for this upcoming one. Like, do we get a jetpack for the mech here so we can move a bit more quickly when the time comes to evac? Nonetheless, all that and more for next time, folks. I hope you enjoyed this mission. My goodness. Decent start to our recovery, I suppose. Feeling a little stirred. I think earlier I said I was feeling shaken. Right now I'm feeling a little stirred. I think we're gonna pull this off. As always, if you had a good time, please don't hesitate to let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below, folks. It lets me know what people are enjoying on the channel. Lets me know what I should do more or less of, how I should go about doing it. And apart from that, as always, as well, of course, a massive thanks goes out to all of the channel members and patrons who've been supporting the channel on a monthly basis. Y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big old thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, cheers.